It's lunch. It, it, it's lunchtime and the Brooklyn Cafe is open for business. Live from the Amp Media Studios, Dawn and Freddie S. and their team are ready to serve up a huge portion of fun for lunch with friends and neighbors. So let's break open that lunch pail and unwrap that sandwich you brought and take a front row seat in the Brooklyn Cafe and get ready to enjoy some humor and hot topics. It's time to get a healthy serving of hope and happiness to help your day go by with a smile. Your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S., are ready to talk about food, health, dating, or just plain dream making. If you have a story to share, movie review, restaurant critique, or just a coincidental thing that happened to you, call in toll free 888-994-4995, Studio A right now. Sit back and enjoy your lunch break at the Brooklyn Cafe. Here are your hosts, Dawn and Freddie S.
And welcome to the morning show on location at...
Pretty cool. We're at Cosa Duci right here on Northwest 20th Street. The address is 141 Northwest 20th Street, Suite B21. So if you're heading east, I keep looking at Doc over there. If you're heading east on 20th Street, it's right before you get to Dixie Highway. If you're heading west on 20th Street, just cross the train tracks, and we're on the north side of the street. What a beautiful location.
Now, what they don't understand, hey, ladies and gentlemen over there in the corner, this is still the morning brew crew. So you guys are going to have to do your thing and then
brew through
gather
it.
because nothing changes from the morning show. Okay, the morning show still is going to be the morning show. So you know how we do in the morning? Now, they haven't been on the morning show. You have. He hasn't and she hasn't. So the morning crew, you got to come back to life. So finish doing what you're doing and then get over and don't be the hush puppy.
You know what happened? They
Yeah.
gave everyone breakfast this morning.
Is that what it is? They're in a coma?
And this, if anyone knows what this is, I wish I could tell you the name of it.
It's
But this is
dripping.
rum. This has been soaked in rum.
That's trippy.
So when you rum.
That's
So when you
trippy.
bite in it, rum.
That's trippy.
It is like not marinated in rum. It is heavily soaked in rum. So happy
G-Man,
Friday to you.
I got a
everyone.
drip over here for
It's
you.
all rum, G-Man.
Oh, yes, I tasted it.
Amazing,
Oh, you
right?
tasted the drip?
Yes.
Yeah, unbelievable.
I wish I had the buzzer for you.
I know there's no buzzer here. They forgot the buzzer. So all is in fair play.
No buzzer, no bell, but we
But
had,
you brought a shrink, so, you know.
we got our good friend Eileen Lemelman.
I
we
know,
haven't
but she's going to
seen.
keep me at bay over here.
Back to our Fridays with Dr. Eileen. We've got Dr. Jeff joining us.
Got a lot of
from
doctors in
LifeGate
the house.
Acupuncture. Wait till you see what he brought us. I'll bring that out when Dr. Jeff joins us.
Yeah, we're
on
gonna put
set.
him on
Things
set
from the
as
Tower
well.
Garden.
From the who?
Tower Garden.
The tower what?
Garden.
There's a garden with a tower in
It
it.
grows in like a tower.
Oh, the
Like
skyscraper.
Rapunzel, right? And she's on the top of it. She lets her hair down, and then all the vegetables
We used
are
to grow.
underneath
We
her.
used to grow weed that way
And
back in the day.
we've got Swiss
G-Man, where are
chard.
you,
There's a
G-Man?
whole lot of vegetables in this one.
G-Man, I tell you right. Tower Garden. We used to grow weed upwards towards the heavens, make it holy.
Tower of Babel?
Tower Babel. But the menu is amazing. Cosa Duce is just a staple in our community for breakfast and for lunch. And then they have another market, the Italiano market over in Royal Palm Plaza. We're going to be doing some networking there on Fridays.
Exactly. We're going to take off on the morning show just to introduce you because today we want to celebrate and give thanks to every mom on the planet
That's right.
because it's going to be the show before Mother's Day. And here's a mama, yes?
Oh, yeah.
We
And
got
a
mama
grandma.
son?
And grandma.
Well, you don't need to say the grand part.
Why?
Because I don't want to be grandpa.
But don't worry, it's not Father's Day
Yeah, I
yet.
know that, but I don't want the G word.
Why?
I don't
I
like
think
the
it's
G
a
word.
gift, right? I think
earned the grand.
you earn the grand.
And let me tell you something, with the scars I got, you don't earn nothing. It's just more children around you tugging at you and pulling at you, and you can't say nothing.
A friend of mine just had her fourth grandson, and the fifth is on the way, and they're all like under the age of 6. Can you imagine having 5 grandsons under the age of 6? Sounds like your house, G-Man.
No TV, no TV.
No TV.
No TV, no radio.
A whole lot of playing.
No peace.
But last night we were able to go do our sound check at Movies of Del Rey for the J.C. Dreesen concert. It is going to be amazing.
I'm going to post a picture after the show about how enormous this place
Yeah.
is.
You took a picture?
I took a picture from the back coming forward. I was next to Gato. And I'm going to tell you, it is big.
So we took over at Theater 1 because Theater 5 got sold out. So that's going to be a lot of fun. It holds 200 people. And the best was she's doing the sound check, and Andrew's behind her doing all his lights. And she didn't know he was behind her, and she turns around. I actually captured what she said. I can't even post it, but it was hilarious. So you got to have some fun with that. Come on out Tuesday night, May 14th. VIP opens at 6:30. The concert starts at 7:30. Coming out and join the fun. Look who's here. Tanya's mom is in the house. Her mom, as they say.
Mom is in the house. Well, you know what? I tell you what. Why don't we bring Mom? Let's start with Mom because she's in the back cooking. Let's bring Mom up here for a couple of seconds because it is Mother's Day. Come on. Now, we wanted to bring you up here because we wanted you to let you know. Why don't you move over here, Cosa? We wanted to let you know that your daughter does have an army. And this is the army. And this is the army.
Hi. Welcome.
Thank you.
What's your name, Mom?
My name is Sandia.
Sandia, you got that?
Uh-huh.
We're excited that you're here. Tanya texted me. She's like, I can't be there at 8:45, but my mom can make it by 9:15. So welcome.
Thank you.
She told us all about your leadership and everything that you do.
Oh, wow. Well, I hope all good stuff.
All good stuff.
She says that you were born for television. So welcome to
was that
TV.
Really? Thank you. I wasn't expecting this, but here I am. So, well, thank you.
Well, she said we would never get you up here. What did I tell
Yes,
you?
that is true, actually.
What'd
That
I
is
tell
true.
you?
If she told me, I probably wouldn't be here.
Well, we wanted to wish you a happy Mother's Day
Thank you so much. I
because we're not going to
appreciate
have the opportunity to do that
That's
until
wonderful. That's
whatever.
wonderful. Thank
Happy
you.
Mother's
Thank
Day.
you. I do appreciate that.
And you have a fine daughter.
Thank you.
She happens to be a
yes.
trooper and a prize. And God never gifted me with a daughter, but that's pretty close.
Oh, yeah, she's lovely.
He
Absolutely.
pushes her. He pushes all of them a lot.
Which I'm really glad to do. I push her too. Because
But she pushes me back. I mean, I'm
Yeah.
going to tell you something.
as she should, right?
You know, this morning I got to the studio and all the cars were lined up. Casey, Jalen, everyone was here. G-Man, Baxton. Where's Freddie?
I know. I got caught on 95. And I left early.
Did you?
All right, who has the two floating cameras? Who has two cameras floating, plugged in? Because I want one here and I want another one there because we're going to bring all of you into the show because it is the morning crew. Now, it's and
We need Baxton.
Mighty Mike, you know that in the morning we do our thing, right? So it doesn't change. It just doesn't change the morning crew because we're here. So what do we do in the morning?
I think it
do what we
changes their
do.
dynamics of what they want to say.
Yeah,
And what
look at
they're
them. They're
gonna
like
do.
a deer in the headlights. So I need one there and one there so they can show the kids and
They're
everybody
just
else.
getting ready for Mother's Day. So my daughter was born on May 5th, and that year in 1992.
Go ahead,
It
don't
was
worry
on
about it.
a Tuesday, and that was back in
Okay.
the day where they kept you in the hospital for a long time.
Who?
Moms when they would have children. So Chelsea was a C-section. She was born on a Tuesday. That Friday, Regis and Kathy Lee was on TV. And I'm watching, still in the
What
hospital,
is she talking about?
Mother's Day. Like when you remember the first time you become a mom or a dad. So I'm
No, I don't remember ever becoming a mom.
because you haven't been. So I'm laying in the hospital still, day 4, post C-section, watching Regis and Kathy Lee, right? Totally postpartum.
But this is when you gave birth.
25 years old.
I'm very confused.
I've got a newborn. I'm like, what am I going to do with this baby? And I realized, like, from going forward, like Mother's Day, I am now, because I have
Who is C or Aaron?
Chelsea, this beautiful
Oh,
little
and then
girl. I am
you have
now.
another one.
Well, but the first time you become a mom or a dad is the first time. Before that, you're not a mom, you're not a dad.
Right. It's very
It's special the first one?
Oh, definitely.
I'm going to tell you, becoming a dad for the first time
Yeah.
and watching all that,
No.
not too special. Not too special. Watching birth, it's funny. They say it's
just
a...
had to watch it.
Yeah.
We had to do it.
Well, you know something? What happens is when women give birth, they smack the living crap out of men.
True
You
that.
did this to me, wakata.
No, it was the draft. It was the NFL draft back then.
Oh,
just
you
like
got to
it was.
wait then. Don't
And
give birth.
Well, I was in labor for 23 hours to have a C-section, and I was not happy that all he was watching was the draft.
Well,
in
it's
the hospital room.
important.
23 hours in labor is important, and then have a section, and he and the doctor are watching TV, and I'm thinking,
What
are
year was
you-
that?
1992.
Do you know who was drafted that year?
Not a clue.
A quarterback Hall of Famer for the Indianapolis Colts. Are
Think
you
about
kidding
it.
me? You got to
I was
watch that.
25. I was younger than some of these kids having a baby. Like, that was right. Like, how old were you?
You
when
remember
had
the
your
first
five?
time?
Right?
When
Insanity.
I know.
You remember the
If
first
I knew
time?
then,
Oh,
I know now.
absolutely.
Are you sure?
The first time of
Totally,
what are
totally.
we talking about?
When you gave birth, not made birth. When you gave birth, not made birth.
Oh, yeah. But I didn't have that experience. I'm sorry to say. She just flew out.
You were one of the lucky ones then.
I was. I really was. I had
Well,
horrible
so was I,
pregnancy.
because I had a planned C-section, so it was
Oh,
like I was in and out. So
How
but
many
I could-
children do you have?
Well, I have two. I
So
have
she's the
Tanya
oldest?
and I have a son. Yes.
Oh, okay.
He's 50. Yeah.
Wow. Pretty good.
Things that you always remember. Then my second one, Aaron, was a planned C-section, which was great. And then Tropical Storm Gordon came by, and I went into labor.
You see, that's why God said for you not to have no more children,
And
because
I
every
went
time you
into
have one,
labor.
there's a storm.
And he was supposed to be a planned C-section on the day on my father's birthday. I go into labor during a tropical storm, and he was not a C-section. He was
Oh.
only 12 hours of labor
Natural?
with a lot of help, but yes.
Wow.
I know.
How big
he was a
was this?
VBAC.
It was planned, and then you
And a VBAC.
had a VBAC. Okay,
What the what?
A VBAC.
The hell is that?
A
vaginal birth after
I'm letting the
cesarean.
doc tell him what it stands for. I know. Is that crazy? Things that we do.
Oh, you're
I'm not feeling. I'm not feeling very
I
well
just
right
even
now.
waiting for you.
I didn't know it had a name.
Well, let me
But,
just
like,
say
things that
my
you remember,
second
right?
one. My second one was born. I was born the day of my first one.
Wow.
The same
They have the
day.
same
The same
birthday?
day. So I was getting ready to have a little party for my daughter. She was turning 3 years old. My sister-in-law calls me up and says, "Oh, at least they won't be born on the same day." That moment, my water broke.
And like I say,
And I had that baby that day. Talk about the doctors were watching Christy Brinkley on that movie.
See the things you remember,
Yeah.
what was on TV. Isn't that crazy?
well, we have a show UFO today. The aliens walk among us, if you know what I mean.
But you
So
know
they
what?
have the
but
same
you
birthday?
know what's happening here? See, women love to share their war stories about giving birth. It's our badge. It's our badge. It's like we really want to share that. And everybody has their own story. That's what's happening here. The stories of how you all came to be.
I was born 2 weeks late.
You're late? Why are we
And my
not
sister and I
surprised?
had the same due date.
Put the
September
camera.
3rd. She was born 2 weeks early, and I was born 2 weeks
And
late.
as a whole.
Are we surprised she was late?
No, she's like,
She's still late.
she's still late. She's 2 months late. Now, I got to tell you, you guys, everybody in here that was birthed, do you have a special,
What, they were hatched from an egg?
what?
They were
A
hatched?
special, like a special circumstance. Like she was born 2 months late.
2 weeks.
2
She
months.
was her poor mother.
2
But I was
years.
still too small. They were like, just get her out. There's no point. You know.
We should have Doc come sit over here.
Doc, why don't you come over here, Doc?
Exactly.
Pull a
Let's
chair.
Let's pull a chair over for
Have
Doc.
a whole old school
Doc,
cafe style.
Doc, you ever delivered a kid? No?
Just my own.
Or if you hang out, that's your own.
Well, I was part of the process.
Really?
Yeah, they got me involved. They got me involved on that day. Yeah,
Because you were a doctor or because you were dad?
because I was a dad. The nurse put me to work.
Really?
Yeah.
It's funny, when my 2 kids, the doctor says, get the hell out the way.
Because you passed out.
No, I didn't pass out. But when Freddie was born, there was a problem because the umbilical cord was around his neck. So what they were going to do is they were going to do a C-section. I never seen an operating room turn into a C-sec ward in like 30 seconds.
Yeah.
And then there was this one doc that got him with the forceps.
Oh.
And he started screaming, I got him, I got him. And Freddie still has the mark of the forceps on his face.
Really?
And they dragged him out and he was a little bluish. It was tough. He had more hair than you.
And you're still jealous that you can't give birth?
Oh, no, not
Here's
me.
this thing, Dr. Jeff, that men have this feeling that they're missing out on something.
First of
because
all,
they
men
can't
are never
give
gonna
birth.
admit
Is
to
that
that.
true?
Possibly.
He takes the fifth.
Well,
Doc,
there is something really special about
We can't do it.
creating
And
life.
carrying, right?
Yes.
And we can't do it because men are always saying, well, you know, with this, with that, we get paid more because we're supposed to be. But men cannot give birth and they hold that against women. I will stick to that for the rest of my life.
It's kind of like what happens on that day. You got full control as the mom. Take the baby, watch the baby, do this with the baby, and the guys have to listen because there's nothing we can do.
Well, I got to tell you, at the hospital that G was born in, they had a dad's room. So it had all the lights. So you go in with him and you stay there where they sew her up or some other alien stuff was coming out. I don't know what the hell that was. Nobody told me
Told you what
about
was
this.
coming out.
It was stuffed. I thought it was another kitten. It's on the floor. I go, is that another kid? He says, no, that's the afterbirth, whatever. Oh.
You know, now they make eye cream out of it, face cream. You can eat it. You can dry freeze it.
Save it as stem cells.
Yeah, it grosses me out a little bit, but yes.
It's good medicine.
Yeah, it's very good medicine.
Oh, that's right. Holistically, I'm going to bring all the umbilical cords I can find. Actually, there's a market for that. It's very
It's like,
expensive to get it now
man.
because they freeze that now for the stem cell research and everything else. You can't even get it anymore. They take it, whoop, you sign it away in the hospital, and all of a sudden, it's not even yours anymore.
You know, a whole lot. And look, you changed careers because of, I want to say Mother's Day, because of the birth of your son.
Yeah.
Right?
Changed
It
your
totally
life.
changed your trajectory.
Yeah, that first Mother's Day was definitely very special. Yeah,
You changed your life.
yeah. Oh, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
So that's a whole story, and you know,
Talk
a
about
pretty
it.
special story. Right? Things that you don't realize that are going to change your life for the good, and I can't even say the bad. It's always the good because it's where you're supposed to be.
That's right. That's right. I mean, there are moments when you wish you would, you could jump off a cliff, but I wouldn't exchange it for anything else. I think, having children is probably the one thing that brings me the most joy. And my life revolves around them, though I wouldn't tell them that. She's listening, but I'm not telling her that.
I mean, and you moved countries to be here with her, which is unbelievable.
Yes. Well, yes.
And you're still sane, which is really unbelievable.
Well, you need to see me on my not so good days. I don't think she'd agree that that I'm sane most times, but yeah, I try to keep the semblance.
I gotta tell you, I had two boys. I'm gonna tell you, I didn't have 1 minute of sleep. I didn't have 1 minute of sanity. It was constantly on the go. So anybody that tells you that this whole kid thing is fantastic, good luck with that. I'm gonna be the only honest guy in the room. It's a lot of work.
Yeah, but from the minute you know there's a baby coming, you worry for the rest of your life.
I loved it after day one.
From the minute you conceive, you worry for the rest of your life.
Absolutely. Right from the very
Yes,
moment you know
yes,
that this little life
exactly.
is inside
Because
of
you
you.
guys birth it. It's a
Yes.
little bit different for us because
Yes.
we wish we. No, I don't even say that. We wish we were there. Yeah.
You were there.
I was.
You were there.
I know.
All
I'll never
right, you
forget.
ready to take a commercial break?
Yeah. All right. Is Shorty ready to do a break?
He is now.
All right. So as soon as we come back, we're gonna get the crew involved because I want to know how they're gonna celebrate Mother's Day. What do you do that's so special? What are you laughing at?
She's dropped her phone, your phone, turned off the light.
Yeah.
Good morning to you, Nikki. She's
Nikki's
having
having
a
a good
Friday morning over there.
What are you doing? What are you doing?
He's drinking his coffee. We're going to find out what Baxton's doing for Mother's Day. More to come on the other side of this commercial break. We are live at Casa Duci on 20th Street in Boca Raton. So if you're in the area, come on by for an amazing cup of coffee. We've got breakfast sandwiches, coffee, cookies. What do you got?
She's there with all her grandkids.
More to
She got
come.
a picture of 15 grandkids around you.
Stay tuned.
Lord have
We'll be right
mercy.
back.
Do you have an idea for a show or a podcast? Do you want the opportunity to be on TV? Ant Media Productions is partnered with True Oldies Real Radio Station and powered by many online platforms such as Roku, Facebook, YouTube, and even Amazon Fire to help amplify your impact. Do you want your voice to reach a wide audience? Call us today at 866-224-5422.
Le Sorel Restaurant, home of the authentic Italian tradition, offers a large menu that consists of seafood, steak, homemade pasta, brick oven pizza, and homemade desserts including a wide wine selection. We also have the best bar in Boca Raton with delicious cocktails, homemade limoncello, cappuccino, Italian espresso, brandy, and other specialties. Open every day with a lunch and dinner menu. For more information or to make a reservation, contact lesorelrestaurant.com or call 561-235-5301.
Ant Media Productions is excited to announce our expansion into North Miami. With our experienced team of radio and TV professionals, we are dedicated to bringing North Miami the highest quality audio and visual production services. Whether you need radio or television commercials, podcasts, music videos, or audio and visual storytelling, we can provide the solutions to help you reach your goals. Our team is reliable, innovative, and creative, and we're ready to help you develop the perfect product. With our competitive rates and personalized service, you can trust that your project is in the best hands. Contact us today to get started on your project. 866-224-5422.
Looking for art to add to your collection? Well, look no further. Here at Amp Media Studios, we house tons of art, ranging from abstract paintings to realistic portraits. Come on in and find the art that fits your home. Any and all art is up for sale, so pick yours up today. Stop by at 2400 Northwest 2nd Avenue, Boca Raton, Florida 33431. See you there!
Being a successful woman in business means having the courage to own who you are. We understand the challenges faced by women, and we are here to help. Our team is here to develop the best strategy designed just for you. Your path is unique, and with the right tools, you can accomplish your dream. From radio to TV, from podcasting to magazines, we create the visibility to amplify your impact in business. At New Dawn Media, we are here to help bring your message forward and help your business flourish. It is time for your message to be seen and your voice to be heard. Contact us at 866-224-5422 or brooklyncafe.tv. Your voice can make a difference.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Pizza Rica, tasty rich and pizza at 2001 Northwest Boca Raton Boulevard or contact 561-826-8663.
Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella. Give me the mozzarella.
Have you filed for disability benefits but were denied by the Social Security Administration? Or do you need to apply for benefits and are overwhelmed with paperwork? Are you between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury? Thousands of hardworking Americans are in your situation. They file for disability benefits every month and are unnecessarily denied their much-needed benefit check. Call now for a no-obligation, free evaluation. We can help you nearly double your chances of approval and get your benefit checks faster. We understand the physical, emotional, and financial impact and will share our insider expertise. There is a time limit to apply. We're here to help you get your disability claim filed and paid as soon as possible. Please, time is limited. So, if you are between the ages of 50 to 63 and can no longer work because of an illness or injury, call right now and let us help you file your disability claim with the Social Security Administration.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
4, 3, 2. Ding, ding, ding. I got no bell.
And we're back. I'm
beltless.
watching the crew. Who has a camera that we
Who
can
has
put on
the crew?
Baxton? You have a crew
G-Man has
camera, G-Man?
G-Man.
All right. We got to get a picture of Baxton. You got to watch his
Baxton.
face
Look at his face.
eating this.
Look at him.
Oh my God.
Shorty, you got to
G-Man,
get this.
Garcia, tell her, give me a little more coffee. Look
Freddie
at
feels like he's in his
Baxton.
kitchen.
Look at Baxton. He looks like a sweetheart.
They're
He's
having
such a
flourless
sweetheart.
chocolate torte and tea. What a Friday.
Unbelievable.
And you're getting hot coffee. Wow, I bet you don't get this service at home.
I gotta marry
You gotta
somebody.
marry her?
I'm gonna marry Gato. Gato, I'm gonna marry you, Gato.
Highest honor for Gato. I don't know, but poor Gato for you.
All right, there's the owner of the house. Should we switch mom with the owner?
Sure. And if Sylvia sit with us.
But don't go too far, Mom, because we're not done with you yet. How are you?
I'm good. How are you?
Thank you for inviting us into your home.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Now, one of the things that I haven't shared, I only shared this with Dawn, is when my parents were alive and they had a restaurant in Puerto Rico, my father's family was from Italy. And what you see here, this one, but the other one, even more,
True.
reminds me of the restaurant they had. So Dawn kept saying to me, what's wrong with
Well, we're
you?
sitting last Friday night at the market on the couch, and I'm having a cup of coffee, delicious quiche, and he's saying nothing. And I'm looking, are you okay? I said, you want something to eat? No. You want something to eat? No. He gets up, he takes pictures, he sits back down, and normally this is him. He talks all day, all night. I'm like, what is wrong with you? And then he tells me it reminded Sylvia so much of his parents' place. It took him back to being in a different place, a different dimension.
I bet. I get that. The same thing for my family. I was born in Sicily. I grew up in Sicily and came here when I was 18. So for me, this is home. It's like these little places I created are part of my history.
And the funny thing is that she has niches. This is a niche. There's another niche. There's another niche. She has niches. And when you go to our studio, we have now developed niches. The kids actually eat at the newest niche in the corner, which we're not finished with yet. We have the other niche that we call the Sally niche. We have little niches. And they look at me and they says, where do you come up with these ideas? And I'm sitting in it. This is exactly what I was
like
raised
your house.
by. Absolutely.
Your home,
Absolutely.
your little rooms.
And
How
that's
long have
what
you
it's
been? How long have you been here?
This location, 18 years. Long time. And the other location, it's only been almost 2.5 years now.
This location, and it's so right around the corner from the studio, and now they know you've got some extra new things you're doing for lunch specials as well.
And breakfast as well. Yeah, lunch specials. We have a 5-5-5 deal with $5 meatballs, $5 pasta, $5 soup. If you want the whole thing, it's $13.95. So it's a nice lunch. We do breakfast like eggs Benedict now. We didn't do a lot of breakfast before, but we've recently introduced breakfast with like avocado toast with mozzarella. We always put an Italian twist on them. Even the French toast, we called an Italian French toast. It's on a brioche bread. So we try to incorporate
French
our
toast with
heritage
brioche.
and everything.
We can't eat no more.
Now their bread is so incredible. Casey came over here last week, I think it was, to pick up some of your ciabatta for the olive oil.
Is this where you came?
And then everyone fell in love with everything.
It's that bread that you got was outstanding. But I thought you went to the other location. So when we went there, I was telling Dawn, how did she get all the way over there and all the way back so fast? I didn't know, because this is right around the corner from the studio. This is right across the street from you.
It's very close. And I remember when you were talking about the bread and the olive oil in the last segment. I was just salivating. Like, I want to try this bread.
All right, what are you eating there, Casey? A flourless chocolate torte? What is in that? What's that torte? Gluten-free, Sylvia?
Yeah, it's flourless. And it's chocolate,
something you can eat.
straight chocolate, a little bit of sugar, but it's delicious.
Yeah, it looks delicious.
Baxton, how is it back there? He
Baxton,
hasn't
you
come
have
up
to
for air
breathe.
yet.
You
Look
have
at
to
him.
breathe.
See his face?
You got to breathe.
He's enjoying himself to the nth degree.
Now that's a foodie right there. That guy should be a chef. How's the food, Baxton? How's it good? Is it good? Look, he's
And
speechless.
he's never speechless.
I'm almost never speechless. You can ask them. It's probably one of the best flour chocolate cakes I've ever had. It's almost like the consistency of fudge.
Like fudge?
It's like a Baxton seal of approval.
Oh my God.
And he goes back.
Oh, and what are your hours? How many days of the week? Hours here?
So we're here Tuesday through Saturday at Cosa Duci. At Mercato, we're open Tuesday through Sunday, but now we've incorporated some evening hours. We have music, live music, and we do it on Friday and Saturday nights. We're seeing how it works out. We might even do it on Tuesdays. We're not sure yet. But tonight, And Saturday, so Friday and Saturday, join us.
So what we're talking about doing is doing some breakfast shows here during the summer, and of course now we're kicking off for summer because it's Mother's Day. It's already May, and then doing some networking events on Fridays to bring our cast of characters and our sponsors and our shows and hosts over to you on Friday nights and have some fun.
Great, why not? I love that. I love it.
And we also have some people like JC. They were already asking me about singing there. Johnny Melnick. We got a bunch of singers that want to participate as well. But the object of the game is to network. And here's the summer, where everything slows down in the summer. Apparently, I don't know if that's even true anymore, because once I heard your place filled up to the brim on that night.
And Ada got engaged.
Congratulations.
And we also did a little bit of karaoke, which was super fun. And Friday night, I think, or Saturday night, they had a blast with that. They really had everyone enjoyed it so much. So we're going to do it again tonight on Friday night.
And that whole area outside, that's all yours, right?
Yes,
It is tremendously big because you go inside, it's big, but you go along the outside and
It's a huge patio.
it's big. I was shocked.
Yeah, it's a
That's in
really
Royal Palm
nice
Plaza?
Yeah.
Royal Palm Plaza. Yes,
Beautiful.
Yeah, thank you. It's a you have to come see it. It's really
I
pretty.
will. I'm going
Very
to
pretty.
be there.
And the food is incredible. And we stumbled upon, I ran into Sylvia, I think it was around Christmas. My kids were visiting for the weekend. Ashley was taking a course. So we walked over looking for a place to eat. And they said, this is like when we were on our honeymoon. We could just walk into Italy, into any market. And they loved the case. And then I got to talk to you and we sort of touched base on some Old Home Week. And
Yeah, and that's how we connected.
So let's give out the address.
Okay, here Cosa Duci is 141 Northwest 20th Street. B21 is the suite number, and the plaza is called the Shops at University Park. So it's just west of Dixie on 20th Street. The Royal Palm Plaza, the Italian Market is in Royal Palm Plaza. That's in a little alley. It's very hidden. It's in between Casimir French Bistro and the Indian Harvest. So if you know that area, you just have to kind of search for us. But once you find us, you'll be so happy.
And the market sells Italian market stuff. The olive oil, everything there.
Everything is imported from Italy.
That's
We
what I
have
like.
cold cuts like guanciale. If you make carbonara pasta, you have to use guanciale. You can't use anything else. Right? If you, let's say, are looking for prosciutto, we have all kinds of prosciutto. We have prosciutto di Parma, prosciutto San Daniele, prosciutto cotto. We have all kinds of real Italian deli items. Wines, all imported from Italy. Olive oils are amazing. And, our sandwiches. We make them right on the spot as you order them. We customize them. The cool thing about Mercato is we've developed the menu slowly in these 2 years that we've been there. And we started getting a lot of regulars, and we named the sandwiches after them. So everybody has in the menu, there's like a babiceddu. That's really a Bob, but we turned them into an Italian. So a lot of our customers, even Paul Castronova from a local radio station in Broward, named his own sandwich with on the radio, and it has roast beef and truffle mayo, and it's pretty amazing.
I knew a Paul like that up in the Bronx, but that's a different show.
Well, when I go there, I am going to see if it compares to the best sandwich I ever had in Florence, where the bread was so crispy, those roasted peppers and the mozzarella was dripping out of the bread. I'm going there and am going to make a comparison
Let us know,
test.
please.
I
Let us
will.
know. I hope. Yeah, a lot of people really, really like it, so I hope you do as well.
And you cook everything. You are the chef, the owner.
Yes.
I don't know how she does it. There's not enough time in the day for everything
I
you put
know,
out.
I know. Dark circles. That's.
And since we're going into Mother's Day weekend, what are you planning for yourself?
For myself, I'm not a mom except for my doggy, but we are actually working. Mercato will be open. We're doing a big brunch. So a reservation is probably required at this point, but it'll be really nice. We're just trying to do something for all the moms, all our Boca Raton mamas.
This feels very
Something different.
motherly and
Isn't this
maternal,
amazing, this whole
so
set,
I
the
don't know
table?
about not being a mother. You're a mother to us
I know,
all.
I know.
I know. Look, she's taking care of our entire crew on a Friday. We are so grateful. Thank you so much. We were at a shoot late last night where some of us haven't slept. Some of us had to set our alarm really, really early to get here on time. She said it yesterday in the studio, so she'd be here on time. So thank you so much for taking care of everyone and feeding them, and so gracious. Before we go to commercial break, though, some of the food that we have here. This I bit into, and it is just oozing and saturated with yummy, delicious rum. What is this called?
That's called a baba rum. Baba, it's a cake
Babalui.
soaked in rum.
Babalui?
This is the bread you were talking about. That's our ciabatta bread. I made it with just a little egg frittata, little Romano cheese, and olive oil. That's all that it is. Our food is very simple, not too many flavors, but very good ingredients. This is a little piece of our pizza margherita, which we make it Sicilian style.
It's funny, in the Italian cultures, there's always a margarita.
It's so,
Always a
everything is so
margarita.
good.
You can't avoid her.
The coffees, the cappuccinos. Baxton hasn't even spoken anything yet this
No,
morning.
I don't think
just
he's
in
breathing
heaven back
anymore. He's
there.
breathing through the gills.
And Baxton is our foodie. He's always cooking. He's our
Okay,
chef
okay,
in the
okay.
studio.
Now you get
So
him.
Baxton, we have to head you over to the Mercado and get some fresh ingredients for your next dish.
I'm literally buying things for dinner right after this.
You actually have cooking classes that you do here. So we talked about doing a whole cooking class.
We also do cooking lessons. That's really fun. We do classes here. What we do is we set this table up with antipasti like charcuteries, mozzarella caprese, burrata, all kinds of amazing dishes. Everybody starts with the antipasto and a glass of wine. And then we go into our facility, basically our bakery, and that's where we start either we make pasta, we make pappardelle, sometimes we make pizza and focaccia, we make ricotta cheesecake, and then we all eat what we made together. So it's a really fun event, not only because you're learning, but also because it brings people together. At the end of the night, everybody starts laughing, talking to each other, and that to me is the best part of the class, The class is $79 per person, and sometimes it's a little higher, depends on what we do. The ricotta cheesecakes, the things that cost a little bit more, are around $99. We're starting to do events for kids because we found that some people just brought kids in and they had a blast. So I'm thinking of doing some evening, fun cookies or something like that for the kids.
You coming?
He actually does a show for kids.
A cooking
He does
show.
a cooking show for kids.
When is your next event? Your first one? Your next one?
We haven't planned any yet. We're going to start in June again because May is been pretty busy. We've done a lot of private events for the cooking lessons, like bringing offices together, or we've done like team building events. We've done some a couple who actually brought all their friends and they wanted a crash course on learning how to make pizza and focaccia because they got married in Positano just this week, and they needed to learn how to make it because the house they rented in Positano had an oven. So they were excited about using the oven.
When
so
in
I hope
Positano,
it
do as
worked
the
out.
Positanos.
So, and we do a lot of events like that with, it seems like people want to bring their friends and family all together to learn how to cook. So it's fun.
Maybe I'll learn how to cook, or at least learn how to eat.
The box in that kitchen, that box is the stove.
The one that beeps every time I turn it on, that box.
As you walk by, yo, turn me on.
All right, let's take a commercial break. More to come live from Cosa Duci in East Boca Raton. The crew is quiet. They got to get some more food or some more coffee. Let's see what else they've got. More to come. We'll be right back.
Do you want the opportunity to have a TV show or podcast? Now, at Amp Media Productions, you can host your very own visual broadcast anywhere around the world. With our talented group of creators, we will provide you with show elements, board operations, and any on-screen visuals you'd like to showcase. All you must do is log onto your computer and communicate with your viewers. Contact Amp Media Productions at 866-224-5422 or email hello@amp2.tv to start your own show today.
Born in Marseille, France, Max Lazega creates whimsical and free-flowing interpretive art. His 40 years in the construction industry created the foundation for his craft. His unique work displays his view of the future with bold and playful combinations of materials and processes, but the methodology remains consistent. He fuses recycled materials and discarded building supplies into a fresh, well-executed approach. Lazega has lived in Miami, Florida most of his life, where he pursues his lifelong passion of creating industrial art. For more information, contact Max Lazega at artworkstudios.org or 786-326-8873.
Love the Brooklyn Cafe? Don't miss out on some of the latest merch we have available. Need a new shirt? The Brooklyn Cafe has you covered. We have a variety of shirts in all sizes, ranging from the classic cafe shirt to the highly coveted colorful hot dog shirt. Need something for cold weather? Why not grab one of our cafe hoodies? Or you can snuggle up with one of our soft silk touch fabric blankets. The Brooklyn Cafe has everything you need, from clothing about the show to our signature coffee blends and mugs. Get it while supplies last. Do you suffer from neuropathy? Maybe you do, and you don't even know it. Do you have numbness, pain, burning, or tingling in your hands and feet? Muscle weakness, loss of balance, muscle twitching? Are you not sleeping? Does it feel like pins and needles in your hands and feet? Maybe you don't even have any feeling at all. These symptoms can make life unbearable, but there is help at the Lighthouse Medical Center. Call 754-222-6642 for a no-charge consultation and say goodbye to your neuropathy symptoms. That is 754-222-6642, or visit us online at lighthousemedicalcenter.com.
Do you have diabetes? If you have insurance, you may qualify for a new continuous glucose monitor. With a CGM, you can continuously track your levels and trends, spend more time in range, significantly lower your A1C, and share important data with loved ones and caregivers. Most importantly, a CGM eliminates the one thing most people with diabetes hate: painful finger sticks. Take charge of your health. Order your new continuous glucose monitor today. If you use insulin and have seen your diabetes care provider within the last 6 months, you may qualify for a CGM today. We'll do all the insurance paperwork and deliver your new CGM at little or no out-of-pocket cost to you. Medicare and most insurances cover continuous glucose monitors, so don't wait. Have your insurance handy and call the CGM Health Hotline now.
Welcome to the Chocolate Spectrum, nestled in the heart of Jupiter, Florida, where every sweet indulgence tells a story of hope. Founded by Valerie Herskowitz for her son Blake, who is on the autism spectrum, the family-owned Artisan Chocolate Company has been spreading joy since 2013. Here, individuals with autism and other developmental disabilities are empowered with training and employment opportunities, which not only give them purpose, but also teach valuable skills. Support a greater cause with your exquisite treat by shopping in-store or online at shop.thechocolatespectrum.com, with shipping nationwide all year round, or call at 561-277-9886. The Chocolate Spectrum, where every bite makes a difference.
You've been watching the Brooklyn Cafe Show. Join us each day and after hours as we talk about the hot topics to open the conversations and share a few laughs. Now, back to Dawn and Freddie S.
Like a pigeon, I know.
Ding, ding, and we're back.
He's laughing at the way I eat. You have to taste everything, but I can't eat
But
everything.
you dissect everything.
I know. I
It's
deconstruct
like
the
multiple
sandwiches.
pieces. It's like anything I've ever seen in my life.
Because I have to taste it all in separate pieces. And my grandmother always said, you have to eat dessert first. So I started with the rum-soaked pastry. And then, because she said it all ends up in the same place at some point. So why do we have to eat the other way? I eat backwards. I always start with dessert.
That's interesting. My son, he likes to eat dessert first.
Like, why not? Right? This way you always have room
No,
for
I don't
it.
have a problem with that. What I just find amazing is the way you break it apart, piece by piece.
Piece by
until
piece.
There's nothing left.
Well, speaking of piece by piece, look what Dr. Jeff brought you. Here, you can pass this over and he can share with what he brought. Dr. Jeff with LifeGate Acupuncture. They have a tower garden, I guess, at home. He brought us some fresh vegetables.
So here's some fresh chard.
Is this chard?
Yes.
It's chard.
The rainbow chard.
Isn't that beautiful?
And then some fresh mint.
Doc, this looks like a brain, but anyway.
It's good for the brain.
It's probably good for the brain, exactly. You know, they say that vegetables that
Wow.
look like an organ are, it's good for that organ.
Oh my God, Doc, you
That's
just brought
incredible.
me. You just brought me to PR. My father used to grow this.
Is that dill in there also?
There could be some dill in there too, yeah.
My father brought this. Look at G man. Look at
He's
G
like, he
man.
loves the greens.
Good eye. There is fresh dill in here too, yeah. Yeah, I'll show you.
Don't ask. He was. Let's know what else is in the bag.
Here, take a look. See, this is
That's
the
your garden?
Yeah, this is the
Wow,
garden.
those tower gardens are amazing.
Oh, wow.
Yo, G man, you got to see this. This guy has.
I got green plants like that in my house.
No, not like you don't. No. But nice try.
Morning to you all.
Yeah, it makes it really easy to grow. It doesn't take up a lot of space.
And you
It's all
put
organic.
that in a smoothie? Or
Yeah, I normally put the
juice
chard
that?
in the smoothie or I'll saute it.
Now I got to tell you, Doc. There was another show called Angels. What is the book's show?
Faith stories?
That one. It was Faith Story Angels, a bunch of people in that. She took a pack of greens. What was in that? Spinach, kale.
It was the super greens and some
The what?
super greens.
Yeah, super greens.
That comes in a whole pre-mixed
Mango and banana.
Mm-hmm. And she made a smoothie.
And she made this smoothie, right? So I didn't see nothing but green.
Right.
So me and green were allergic to each other. And she gives me a little, and oh my God, it was the most delicious thing I have ever eaten. But we have to analyze it because, you know, when you're usually too good for me to eat, means I shouldn't be
She
eating it.
put mango and banana in it, so you might have to substitute for the berries.
Right. Yeah, just lower
Blueberries?
glycemic. Yeah, any kind of berries would be good.
So I
Blueberries,
gotta
raspberries.
call you and say, okay, Doc, this is what I'm gonna have, and I give you the ingredients, and you'll tell me what to replace.
Okay, I'll
Do
do
you
that.
work with nutrition at LifeGate Acupuncture
We
as
do.
well?
We do, yeah. We base it on the principles of Chinese medicine. So, you know, everybody has their own constitution. Some people are more hot, some people are more cold. And so there isn't a one-size-fits-all when it comes to nutrition. You know, you want to eat really for your constitutional type.
That's interesting.
Yeah, what does that mean?
So, like, so let's say if somebody like is more, let's say,
cold.
yeah, like, so for example, let's say you tend to have cold hands and feet. You're the first one to put a sweater on when you go to a restaurant or a movie theater or something like that. You know, you want to really avoid lots of energetically cold foods like raw foods. You know, you don't want to eat salads at night, for example, because at the nighttime is the yin time. It's the cooling time. And if you're already a cool person and you're adding more cool at the cooling time, you're just going to create more cold in the body, and then cold stagnates. It slows things down. It impedes proper circulation. So that can manifest in all kinds of like digestive problems, blood flow problems, things like that. Yeah.
So interesting.
Now, so let me get this right. So I know somebody who eats and she gets cold. So she's eating the wrong food. It isn't the temperature
She should
around.
probably add some more spices or more energetically warm type of foods into her diet. Let's say if she loves salads, you know, she wants to add like peppers, onions, things that are, you know, more warming, you know, things like that. Yeah.
Not me. I'm always the
Okay,
same
so
temperature.
And how do you find that out? By doing the pulse and the reading your tongue?
Yeah, pulse, tongue, and inquiry.
Interesting, because I'm always the first one with the jacket on when we go to a movie theater or an event, but I'm always eating salads and cold foods.
It could
and
be
raw.
circulation too.
right?
And you work out, so I don't think it's circulation. It could be you're just eating things that Maybe you're cold already and you're making yourself cold.
Maybe because I just don't like to cook. So it colds right out of the refrigerator is a whole lot easier.
See, my problem is that I love to eat everything. There ain't nothing hot, warm, except for peppers because I'm allergic to them. But other than that, watch out. Even the green stuff now is becoming appealing, which is really strange.
Yeah, you're changing your palate. Yeah.
Changing my palate. Now, tell us a little bit about where you're located because this is very close to your office.
Yeah, we're basically right around the corner, right down the street from the studio. We're on 2nd Avenue on the corner of Spanish River on the southeast corner. Yeah, we've been there for like 7 years now. Yeah.
And tell us what goes on in the center.
So, yes. So I'm a specialist for Chinese medicine and acupuncture. My wife, who unfortunately couldn't join us today because she's busy treating clients, making them feel good. She's a specialist for massage therapy. She has a very unique method from Japan. My wife's Japanese, so you've never had a massage like this in your life. It's a type of Japanese osteopathy. Yeah, we do food therapy, nutritional counseling, herbal medicine, and my main area of passion is I really like to help couples that are struggling with infertility overcome infertility using all safe, natural, holistic methods. Especially now we're talking about Mother's Day. There are a lot of women out there that are suffering. I remember, when my wife, when we were going through our fertility challenges, every Mother's Day was like, it was, you want to be happy for other people, you want to be happy for your mom, but inside you're just, it's eating you up inside because you want something so bad and you're struggling and you don't have it. And so for the women out there that are struggling or the couples that are having a hard time getting pregnant, we're here in the community to help you overcome that so that you can experience the joy with your family and having your own children.
We're going to head on over and see the office.
We are, and him and his wife are living proof of what he says. So this is something he's preaching. They lived it 6 years?
Yeah, 6 years of infertility. It was a really, really hard battle.
And they overcame it, and they did have the birth of their child. But the object of the game is come in and just chit-chat, talk. Nobody's asking you or obligating you. You come in. I know that my son Freddie's wife, they gave a child. She got impregnated.
She was a surrogate, right?
A surrogate for somebody in New York who could not have children. If I had known you at the time, I would have brought her in to have a consultation with you. But they're telling me they're going to want to have a second. She said no, she wouldn't do it again. But I am going to send her your information. They can come in and talk to you and see what you guys did to overcome that deficiency.
Absolutely. I'm happy to help.
Lifegate Acupuncture. And what's the phone number?
561-921-5433.
And before we end our morning show, we have to talk to our good friend Eileen Lemmelman, who was the host of It All Starts With You. Hopefully we're going to get her back in. And you've had a busy couple weeks, a busy couple months since we've seen you. You've started a new sisterhood group. And what have you been going on?
Yes, I am the founder of the Sister Group, SISTHER, Sister Group. And so we bring women together to, talk about all different kinds of issues and struggles and challenges in a safe community. I'm all about creating community to encourage, empower, inspire women. And and I have a workshop coming up very soon called How to Unlock the Power of Emotional Intelligence. So that's going to be happening soon. And right here as we speak, I might be putting together a cooking, women's, networking meeting event kind of thing right here in Casa Duci. And then, of course, I'm a psychotherapist also. But, and you said I was the past host. I still consider myself the host of It All Starts With You because it's still my podcast and I love it. And I always say I'm a podcast host because I love podcasting.
It was a great show. We certainly miss having you in the studio.
Thank you. I miss being there. I really do. Yeah, I loved having a show, and I loved bringing, awareness and education and sharing stories of how women overcome challenges and adversity in their lives.
And what's so great about Eileen and her platform and her show is that you walk the walk. You've had some health concerns, and now you're able to share that with your community, right? If we don't have the conversations, people feel alone. But, once you start, it's like when you're potty training your kids and you can't, this one doesn't want to do it. And you always feel you're being, not a failure, but you're not doing it right until you talk to your friend who says, yeah, my kid won't go to the bathroom either, right? It starts young. But if we don't have those open conversations when we get through this stage we are in life, we feel like we're still alone. And you never let anyone feel that way.
That's right. Listen, as we go through different chapters of our life, we face different kinds of, emotional issues, physical issues, social issues. And so the most important thing, though, is to know that you're not alone and we're going to do this together. What you're feeling is okay. Whatever you're feeling is okay. And my community supports you and holds safe space for you. And yes, I've gone through my own personal physical challenges recently. But you know what? That's another piece of emotional intelligence, which is resilience. Learning how to fight through whatever life faces, whatever life gives you, and get back up and move forward.
Having the conversations. Well, happy Mother's Day to you.
Happy Mother's Day, absolutely.
To our crew. Anyone have anything to say to their moms? Maybe we can get a camera around and.
Anybody want to say Happy Mother's Day to Mom?
Happy Mother's Day. Do anything? They're giving you all hearts, moms. Andrew does, all right.
Andrew does. El Gato Productions in the house.
In a lot of Hispanic countries, today is actually Mother's Day. In Guatemala, today is Mother's Day. So for any Hispanic mother out there, Feliz Dia de las Madres. And that's all I had to say.
That's very nice. Actually, Andrew, I didn't tell you this, but we have an artist coming in next Thursday who does cultura of Guatemala and El Salvador and everything else, the paintings. So you're going to see some new art.
Bend down.
Bend down a little bit. No, you bend down a little bit.
Oh.
You're good?
Not this weekend because I have to work, so I'm not able to take off for Mother's Day. But next weekend, my grandmother and my parents are coming, and they're gonna eat brunch at Fiolina with us. Ooh. What are they pointing at?
They can take the other camera with you.
You have the other camera? Oh, you do? Oh, here, take this with you. Take that mic with you.
And let's go around the room. And wish
Absolutely.
everyone a happy Mother's Day.
Absolutely. Anybody want to say Happy Mother's Day to their parents, to their mother? Your mother? Your mother who birthed you. I say Happy Mother's
Thanks
Day.
for birthing me. Happy Mother's Day.
Yay.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I will see you tomorrow.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. And my mom back in India, too.
Happy Mother's Day to my mom and my grandmother, who's traveling 4 hours to come to Boca and eat brunch at Fiolina. So I'm really excited for that.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. Love you.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom. I'll get you the money soon.
All right, to all the moms and Sylvia and her entire crew here at Cosa Duci, thank you so much for having us here on our live breakfast show. Come out, check it out. They've got lunch specials, breakfast specials. We're going to be doing some networking at the Mercado on Friday evenings. Some more to come with that as well. So a huge thank you to the moms out there, to Sylvia, her crew. Eileen, thank you for joining us. Have a wonderful Mother's Day. We hope we get to see you more.
Yes.
And to Dr. Jeff, we're coming over. And Mom, happy Mother's Day, Mom.
Happy Mother's Day, Mom in heaven, and happy Mother's Day to your mom, because she replaces the mom I don't have anymore.
Thank you.
And if you have a venue you want the cafe crew to come out, we do everything across the board, from productions, concerts, we do videos, we do, you name it, we do it, from radio, soup to nuts. Give us a call, 866-224-5422, or write in on Facebook, and we'll be more than happy to come out with our group of friends to take care and amplify your business.
And Shorty, thank you for staying back at the studio and bringing the production to life. To our crew, thank you for all that you do. Have a wonderful weekend. Stay safe, everyone. Happy Mother's Day, and we will see you Monday, 9 a.m. drive time.
And don't be late.
Bye-bye.
Well, that's about it for today. Even though the show's over, the Brooklyn Cafe is always open for business. You're invited to join the fun every day from 12 to 2. If you missed some of the laughs from today, Dawn and Freddie S. will bring you more good cheer next time. You can follow the Brooklyn Cafe on Facebook at the Brooklyn Cafe TV to rewatch every minute of the show. We'll see you next time.